What's going on, guys? Zephyrnix here. So first and foremost, man, I want to thank all my viewers. Seriously, seriously, I love you all. Extra homo on the side. Seriously, I have never like a lot of people are trying to say I was getting emotional in my last video, and I kind of was because I'm the kind of guy who really wants to earn everything that he gets. But I mean, I've really earned a lot. I got to say that because all my viewers who were there were actually on my side saying, "No, Zeph, go for it, man. Keep on going. Do not delete your channel." And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But also, I want to talk about something else too, because I really think it's time for us to bring old Zeffy back. And old Zeffy is the kind of guy who goes ahead and owns everyone with logic and detective work. So let's go ahead and put this to the test right here. Here we go, guys. Ready, set, owned. Ooh, what's going on, guys? Zephyrnix here. As you see right now, wearing an old shirt right now because I'm actually about to go ahead and take apart my whole entire room. I'm going to go ahead and kind of paint the walls here, paint a whole bunch of stuff, kind of redo my my thing here. So I'm about to go ahead and take care of that. But I want to go ahead and do one last video on this to go ahead and nip this shit in the bud. So let's go ahead and answer the question. Would Zephyrnix actually go ahead and buy, or have I actually bought at any frame rate or time, subscribers and views? No. And I'll explain to you why. Because anyone who has been on my channel knows there's one truth about Zeffy, and that he is cheap. Put it there. I am cheap. Anything that I do, I make sure I either don't buy the full price of it, or I make sure I get some form of kickback. Nothing have I ever bought for retail value. I've never done that, and I'll continue doing it now. First of all, if I buy subscribers, the fact of the matter is that I don't get money for it. You don't get money for buying subscribers. So why would I buy subscribers? You know what I mean? Common sense, if you know Zeffy. And then, well, what about views, Zeffy? What about views? Same situation. Views do not always equal up to money. The reason why is because you have to have certain types of views in order to go ahead and generate cash, and the views that you get from those places don't generate it. How do you know, Zeffy? Very simple. They're botted views. They're botted subscribers. They do not give you money for those. Those just go ahead and inflate your actual inflate your what do you call it? Your view count. That's all it does. So I've known that for a very long time. I'm not going to sit there and spend money on something I'm not going to get any money from back. That's just good business sense right there. You know? Don't spend your hard-earned money on shit that you're not going to get money back on. Common business sense. But then let's go ahead and talk about something else, because Harley Times brought up a very good point in our particular Skype thing there. He said, it's amazing how you say you don't care, but then you put a whole bunch of time into that video that you did on Dark Cloud. Now, keep in mind, that video was like fucking 2 years old. What the fuck is your problem? But you know what? He did have a good point. The one thing that Zeffy didn't put into that was time and detective work. So let's go ahead and put in some detective work. But first, I want you to take a look at this. Now, I'll explain later why I'm actually showing you this, but what I'm actually showing you right now is a screenshot of my bank account. Now, I really did not ever really want to show this because this technically could be seen as showing off, but I'm going to show you anyway. So here's the thing. All these are credits into my account here. This is income only, and I'll explain why I'm showing this. Now, number one, this is actually a rental property that I actually own, and as you see right there, I get paid $725 for it. Here is a one-time job that I did for a customer where I got paid $500 for it. Here's a cash redemption. I have no idea what that is, to be perfectly honest with you. Right here is a part-time job that I have where I get paid part-time, by the way, which is about 20 hours or so. $1.4 thousand. That's $1,423.35. Once again, I get paid that again. I get paid these things twice a week. No, twice a month, excuse me. So yeah, twice a month I get paid $1.4 thousand. Okay? On top of that, here's another job that I did for someone. Once again, another paycheck from a part-time job, another paycheck from the part-time job. Another paycheck from the part-time job. Now, here's a situation that I'm actually kind of getting at. Notice that I actually got a raise recently. I actually didn't even notice that. I'm actually getting another raise soon. But anyway, point thing is that this right here, look at all this income. And this is Google right here. This is how much I get paid for Google. And as you can plainly see, it's literally stuck in the middle, and it is not every month. So why would I go in? Now, buying views and subs rather, would only, for me, the only reason why I can ever think about doing that is to go ahead and get kind of a kickback, which means I would get money in my hand. Question. Why would I worry? Why would I actually buy views on something that does only pays me this little amount of money? This little crap amount of money, this is nothing. $135 is nothing compared to what I get paid for in the long run. That's number one. And number two, as you can plainly see, there is no shortage of income for me. Okay, there's not a single shred of shortage of income in here. Now, with that being said, I want you to look at something else. Now, I want to show you something else, okay? This is my Google Analytics. Okay, so this shows you that on the July 15th of 2014, I did get, in fact, 215, or technically I gained 207, well, I guess I gained 215 subscribers, okay? Now, here's a regular Google page. So I want to show you something really interesting. So I decided to go ahead and try to do some detective work by simply looking for how much does it really cost to buy subscribers. So when I went ahead and did this, I automatically go ahead and do this. So you see some things that I actually went ahead and did a search for. I did search for Better Than Social Blades, Black Power Rangers, Bank of America, things of that nature. So when I go ahead and put buy, I noticed something right here. Notice something that I actually put right here. It says buy Smite Gems cheap. Okay, so notice that I'm always going to put like cheaper or at a discount or something like that. Okay, just to let you know. So let me go and show you something. So I'll put buy YouTube subscribers. So I'm just going to put something short there, right? So if I go ahead and actually do look for it, I'm going to look for, I noticed that the first one I click on, and keep in mind, when I look for something like this, like I look for something like a discount or something like that, I'm not going to click on I'm not going to go ahead and click on the first one. Yet the first one that I click on, notice something. $250 for YouTube subscribers. Well, hold on, dude. That's ironic. Or even look here, 210. Now, I find that really funny that the first one that I click on is pretty much the number that I actually received in terms of subscribers. Now, I know, why am I showing you this? Because you already saw the money that I make. So if I really was buying subscribers, bitch, I'm buying this one. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Let's go ahead and let's do the whole OJ Simpson thing. If I would have done it, look at this, man. 5,000 subscribers for only $115. You already saw, dude. I crap $115 in my sleep. So you already know that that would actually be the one that I would choose. Also, I'm looking down here and I see down here it takes, okay, they're not the same. Okay, just wanted to make sure of that. But I would actually be choosing something like this if I was to go ahead and purchase it. Not no measly 250, 10 or something like that. That's for poor people. I'm being honest with you. That's for poor people. Then that's what I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. Poor people. Now, there's two people trying to pin this shit on me. First of all is, One Stop for Games. Fake bitch. We call him fake bitch for short. For now on, I'm calling him FB. I'm gonna call him FB from now on. So I wanted to go ahead and show you something. So basically, what happened was we was in this thing, right? And this guy was talking about how he was like ready to fight me in real life, that he stumped me and all this shit. So it's funny. I'm like, dude, if you talking about throwing hands, I'm from Jersey. That's what we do. Okay? That's what we do. Nigga, we shoot and throw hands, one or the other. Choose one. So what happened was Hard 8 Time said, well, damn, nigga, y'all live next to each other. Do some shit right now. So they was like, well, where you at, Zeph? I was like, dude, I'm in Daytona right now. And they said, okay. So this guy was like, so they turned to him and said, well, where are you doing right now? At first he said he was in Daytona. He gave his whole address. He said his address was like in Market Street. But then all of a sudden now I'm stupid because I repeated that. And he's like, no, nigga, I ain't say that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, where do you live at? And he kept crying. And finally, Hard 8 was like, dude, that's not, it no need to cry that. You already said your address. You might as well go and say where you are right now. So he said Miami, okay? Now I want you to I'm going to go ahead and maximize this video, and I want you to watch this. Remember this video? This is the same guy, by the way, who I destroyed because of the fact that we found out that this guy was talking about how he had like a $55,000 car, only to find out his shit was like $23,000, if that. But look, I want you to listen to what he says.
Matter of fact, babe, come get the this is my beautiful wife. She out here. I ain't putting on camera either. I'll show you what I want to show you. Wait, hold that camera. Hold the camera from me. Okay, you can show the house if you want to. But
now, this is the house that she shows us. Now, this is the house that he talking about. This is he owns. Now, here's the one he showed us, okay? Look at that. Beige. Got a little thing up here. Steps, okay? All right. So, This is the address that he gave me: 1206 Market Street and Daytona Beach, Florida, and Miami Beach, Florida. I mean, Miami, Florida. I'm going to use both of them. So there was no address like this in Daytona Beach, Florida, but there was a address like this in Miami, Florida, right? So I look in Miami, Florida, and you tell me where you see that house at. Now he talking all this big junk, talking like he want to throw hands. Okay, nigga, we gonna throw hands. That's because he thought I was gonna back up, dude. I'm not Black Bond. Okay, get it fucking straight, dude. I'm not Black Bond. You want to go ahead and throw hands? We can throw hands. So I don't know. Maybe this might actually be his address. But I tell you what, the house that he showed in his video ain't here. All I see is blue houses on blue apartments actually on the right, and over here I see these beige apartments right over here. 2 doors. So this is a beige apartment. So you talking about you own a house and shit? There ain't shit here. Ain't shit here. That's what I'm talking about, man. We gonna call him fake bitch from now on. That nigga's called fake bitch. Now, with that being said, though, now we got to go ahead and talk about Jackass Johnny right here. So we're gonna call about Johnny for a second here. Now he's the one who also initiated all this stuff here. Now, before I even go into Johnny, there was this one guy who was talking about, because I said I do better videos than Johnny. So the guy replies, well, he's got all mad for it. He was like, what? You trying to say that, you make better videos than Johnny even though you don't get the views? Actually, dude, if you look at Johnny's videos, all he does is hate videos and PlayStation Pro videos. I explained a long time ago that it's so fucking easy to go ahead and get to get views when you're making a PlayStation Plus, like PlayStation Pro video. It's easy to do that. That's how Broken Games got his views. That's how, in fact, that's how President got his views. And to be honest with you, dude, you did this many. This is his maximum amount. This is his most important. This is his most popular video right here. Only less than 2,000, dude. And that's a hate video. Let me go ahead and show you a hate video that I did on the PlayStation, dude. I got 9,700 views. All you got is a measly fucking 1,000 views. I'm just saying. Call it what it is. I'm just saying. So it is what it is. But let's just keep on going. So here's the thing. Now, in terms of jacked up Johnny, let's go and talk about something for a second. Now, we're not talking about fake bitch. We already know the guy's been exposed. I've been exposed to him since he came on YouTube. But jacked up Johnny, let's talk about this for a second here. Now, if you actually go ahead and think about this for a second, let me understand this, because this guy said something very interesting on his YouTube thing. Number one, he said that he was watching a video where I stated how to go ahead and get more views. So he was watching my channel because of that. Okay, that makes sense. But wouldn't you actually be watching the views? Wouldn't you actually be watching the views? But no, you was watching my subscribers. Well, wait, the video that I did that you said that you're looking at was on views, but you were watching my subscribers. Now, why would you be watching my subscribers? Think about that for a second, ladies and gentlemen. While I do that, let me go ahead and do something else here. Now, as I showed you before, if I'm going to buy subscribers, which I won't because it doesn't make any sense, I don't get no money for it. But if I was going to buy subscribers, the one thing that I would buy is probably the one that gave off a lot more subscribers than just a measly, small little amount. Now, the thing is this. How lucky could you be? How lucky could you be to be going ahead and keeping an eye on my subscribers on the same exact day that these subscribers showed up? So let me get this straight. You that magically delicious, that magically lucky to go ahead and be keeping an eye on my subscribers on the same day. Keep by the same day. According to his video, he actually said that he contacted me about this last night. Okay? Now, last night the video. This whole videos thing started on the 17th. His thing ended on the 16th. So, which basically means that on the 16th was the day that he was watching my channel and the subscribers came through. How lucky do you gotta be to go ahead and be able to go ahead and be watching my subscribers all at the same time these random subscribers came into place? The answer is 9. Is no. You can't be that lucky. Unless, of course, you actually set that up. Think about that for a second. A guy who we already know Zephyrnix has destroyed, who we already know holds a grudge, all of a sudden is watching Zephyrnix's subscribers for no reason whatsoever, because by your own admission, you were saying that you were watching the video talking about the views. So why would you be watching my subscribers? And all of a sudden, bang, zoom, we all of a sudden get a little bit of a bump here in subscribers. Magically get a bump in subscribers. And you're there to go ahead and witness this. That's a very interesting situation, brother. Now, maybe he's that lucky. I have never been that lucky in my life. I don't know anyone who's been that lucky in his life. And yet this man seems to be extremely lucky. Extremely lucky. Nobody else saw this. Nobody else noticed this, because no one else really gives a fuck. Yet it was you. I said you. I said you who went ahead and actually saw this when you admitted that you were watching my subscribers. Why would you be watching my subscribers? Now, I could go and say something like, oh, it's the PlayStation fanboy. No. No. I don't do that. You know why? Because this is something different. This is something on a total another level, ladies and gentlemen. This is a man who has already been destroyed by Zephyrnix. And now, he's doing his best to try to act his revenge. Was you the supervillain now, man? You the supervillain now, man? I'm just saying. I find that very strange that you're there exactly when you needed to be there. Exactly! When you needed to be there in order to go ahead and see this. No, I'm not. Because you are the one who went ahead and put those subscribers on my account just so you could go ahead and drop a video on it talking about, oh, Zephyrnix did this. And I'll tell you what. Let's find out. Because that in itself would actually make you look good. Because you, quote unquote, caught someone. And we already know that all you do is constant hate videos on people. That's really funny, bro. Or maybe I'm wrong. But you talk about stuff that you see that's strange, that's suspect. Let's talk about who's really suspect here. I'm out, people. Actually, no, I'm not out. I got something to say. And this one is to Mr. Broken Games HD and Mr. The Real Hard 8 Times. So, it was a situation a while ago, and I'll go ahead and talk about it. I got no problem talking about it, because let me tell you something about that. Sometimes there's situations come about where you see the worst in Zephyrnix. Sometimes when real life interferes with Zephyrnix life, sometimes real life will flow into Zephyrnix life. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not Broken Games. I'm not going to be sitting there crying just because something happened, some woman or something like that. But since they wanted to go ahead and talk about how I quote-unquote unboxed the saxophone because I was defeated or some bullshit like that, I figured like this. Let's unbox a bass guitar. All right. So we got a nice little bass guitar right here. And this is my brand new bass. Now, according to Broken Games, apparently, I bought a bass guitar at the same time that I was, because I was quote-unquote defeated. So, saxophone. So, yeah, even though you've seen this particular bass guitar, as well as you've seen my saxophone way before those particular videos, I'm pretty sure I was, something like that. Anyway, moving on. So, let's go and unbox it. Oh, I'm sorry. Carefully. Like Hard 8 Times said, so. Carefully. Because, you got, because it doesn't make sense to do it carefully when you're trying to take care of your shit, apparently, So, yeah. Ooh. I'm having a lot of trouble with this one, actually. Okay. So, ooh. Look at this. Now, this is actually, Let's go down here. So this is actually one of my new basses I picked up. I actually got another one, a Squire, but this one is actually a bass I put up. Let me tell you, make sure I put on some hold it right here because someone actually made a comment on one of the videos they're talking about how I hold the bass. I started laughing because keep in mind I just kind of was like just kind of riding the strings right there. I wasn't really trying to hold it, but fair enough. So make sure I hold it right. Okay, am I holding it right? Okay. Anyway, so like I said, I'm not gonna play it because that's what I do apparently. I go ahead and unbox musical instruments and I don't play them. I'll play it some other time. I'm actually going to start doing the videos where I actually go ahead and start playing some like some songs from different video games and old school animation stuff like that. So keep in mind, keep a lookout for that. Anyway, so I just want to do that because why the fuck not, right? You guys have a good night. Zeph out.